Episode 315, Ready to Go Home. Subconsciously touching his body, Jake quickly noticed the evil smile of Serena. Pretending to be upset, he sighed and immediately grabbed her hand. Try inside. It actually feels very good. Try it? Serena reached inside his suit and felt his muscles through the shirt. Still quite strong. But why did he look so much skinnier? She couldn't help but pinch it. But she saw that Jake's eyes were getting deeper and deeper, with the beast awakening desire. Seeing such a gaze, she immediately knew what he wanted to do. She wanted to take her hand back, but he grabbed it, leaned over and whispered, "Does it feel good?" Knock, knock! With the noise, Serena immediately pulled her hand back and pushed him, her face flaming. Jake's lip line turned upward a little, showing his great mood. The waiter quickly came up with the dishes and saw the look on her face. He ignored it and left immediately after the dishes were put on the table. "Eat now." Serena kicked him under the table, blushing, not behaving at all. Jake did not mind. With no expression, he lured her with his deep voice. "I haven't seen you for so long. It wouldn't be normal if I were behaving." Serena saw his sly look and decided to stop paying attention to him and focus on eating. However, Jake never looked away and gazed at her with a burning look. She felt that her cheeks were getting hotter and her head was getting lower and lower. "Are you eating the bowl or the rice?" Jake chuckled and lifted her head. "Eat properly." "Don't look at me." Serena glanced at him and pushed his head away. "If you keep looking at me, I will lose my appetite." Being teased with his gaze and feeling hot, she couldn't stand it anymore. With a bit of regret, Jake sighed. "No touching, no kisses, and no gazing. This punishment is too severe." Serena couldn't help but curl her lips and kick him. "Hurry, eat." "Yeah." Jake finally behaved himself, picked up the fork, and ate gracefully. He was as elegant as always. However, his speed of eating became much faster, and he was eating much more. The waiter served half a dozen buns in the end, and 5 of them had entered the mouth of Jake, and the food was quickly disappearing. Fortunately, Serena did not eat much as always, and became full after eating a few mouthfuls. But eating so many times in a restaurant, it was the first time that she had seen the plate so clean. She felt a bit shocked and felt more heartbroken. Seeing his familiar face and short black hair, subconsciously she looked at his ear. His ear was not pierced. She remembered that he was wearing a sapphire cross-stud earring. Was it her illusion? After taking a sip of tea, Serena looked at him and said nothing. Jake saw her look and smiled. "What do you want to say?" "The last time it was you at the amusement park, right? The one who saved her and her daughter must be him." However, seeing his big change, Serena was not sure. Jake's look softened and he nodded. "It was me." "Your hair..." "Wig." "What about the earring?" Jake took out a sapphire stud earring from his pocket and gently turned it into an ear clip. Serena was certain now, but knowing it was him, grievances rushed to her for no reason, making her choke. "Do you know how long I looked for you at that time? They all thought I was psycho. They all thought you were dead. I had called your name for so long. Why didn't you come out?" Jake stood up from the chair and gently hugged her from behind, whispering, "I won't do that again in the future, I swear." "You said that last time." "The last time I didn't swear," he said with a smile. He lifted her up and stood up. "I promise I won't do it again in the future." "Really?" "Of course." When Jake said this, his eyes became deeper and deeper. Looking at her face, tenderness filled his heart. Serena clearly noticed that her heart was thumping. Giving him a glance, she stood up and walked out with her purse. Jake looked at her back, smiled, picked up her flowers, quickly followed up, paid, and left the restaurant. Just upon arrival in the car, Serena received a call from Drake. "Hello?" he asked when she picked up. "Hi." "Well, did you see anything special around 12 o'clock at noon? I heard that 99,999 roses appeared in the mall under your name. It was beautiful, but that person..." With temptation, Drake was afraid that any word would upset Serena. "It's Jake." Drake was dumbstruck on the spot. He's back. Serena curled her lips and smiled. This time it is true. He really came back. Drake felt incredulous and said after a long while, "So the video on Facebook and the pictures are all real?" "Yes." "My goodness." Drake became mad and fell down from the chair with a scream. But then he excitedly shouted, "Where is he? Put him on the phone." Serena clearly knew Drake's feeling, smiled slightly, and her eyes got a bit wet. She gave the phone to Jake, who was in the co-pilot seat. Taking the phone, Jake did not speak. With a little smile, he waited. After being silent for a long while, Drake asked, "It's you?" "Yes." "Oh my God!" The voice of Drake was full of shock and joy. "It's you! Is it you? Tell me." "It's me." The simple words made Drake's mood that had been suppressed for many years ecstatic. Drake only felt an overwhelming emotion, and when he talked, he had a thick, nasal sound. "It's you! Oh my God! Where are you?" "Ready to go home." Drake can't tell what the mood is at this moment. Happy? Far more than. His mind was already turbid, full of craziness. But with the message, the second child is still alive. The second child is still not dead. Drake had lived for 31 years, and for the first time, he felt that he could also be neurotic. "You kid, wait for me. I'll be there soon."